Now, start sewing up the muzzle. Sew the muzzle onto the main body between rounds 8 and 10, counting from top to bottom. It is between the two eyes. First, thread the yarn tail of the muzzle onto the longer sewing needle. Count from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the 3 rounds. Insert the needle from below. Place the muzzle in the correct position. Sew along the outline. After sewing one round, weave the extra yarn several times inside the fabric to hide the yarn tail. Cut off the extra yarn tail. Pinch to tuck the yarn end inside the fabric. Pinch and adjust the shape. The muzzle is now sewn up. Next, embroider the nose. Take a 10-inch piece of pink yarn. Thread the yarn onto a longer sewing needle. We need to embroider an inverted triangle on the first round of the muzzle to make the nose. Insert the needle from the back. Pull it out at the position of the first round on the front. Leave a length of yarn tail at the back. Embroider an inverted triangle. Embroider the yarn side by side on the muzzle. Then embroider 2 horizontal stitches. Pull out from the same spot at the back. Pinch and shape the nose. The nose is now embroidered. Tie a knot with the extra yarn tails. This will keep the yarns from coming loose. Cut off the extra yarn tails. Pinch to tuck the yarn end inside the fabric. Pinch and adjust the shape. The nose is now completed. Next, Let's embroider the eyebrows. Take 9 inches of black yarn. One strand is made of for thinner strands. We'll separate one of these strands. Thread the yarn onto a shorter sewing needle. Embroider a diagonal line as the eyebrow by crossing 3 stitches on round 6, counting from the top of the main body. Locate the 6th round. Insert the needle from the back. Pull the needle out at round 6. Pull the needle out above the eye. Leave a length of yarn tail at the back. Skip 3 stitches. Insert the needle at the lower diagonal position. This way, one eyebrow is embroidered. Do the same on the other side. Pull out the needle from the same position at the back. The eyebrows are finished. Tie a knot with the 2 yarn tails. Cut off the extra yarn tails. Pinch and hide the yarn end inside the fabric. Both eyebrows are now completed. Now, start sewing the ears. Sew the ears onto the main body between rounds 5 and 6, counting from top. Make sure both sides are symmetrical. First, find rounds 5 and 6. These 2 rounds. Mark the other side the same way with a stitch marker. Double check to ensure symmetry. Then start sewing. Weave the extra yarn inside the fabric several times to hide it. Cut off the extra yarn tail. Pinch to tuck the yarn end inside the fabric. One ear is now sewn on. Sew the other ear the same way on the other side. Now, start sewing the tail. Sew the tail on the back of the main body on round 4, counting from the bottom. Position it in the center of the back. This is the last round. Insert the needle from the bottom. Sew the tail along the outline at the correct position. Pull the extra yarn out from the front side of the fabric. Thread this yarn onto the sewing needle. Pull it out from the same spot on the front side. The tail is now sewn up. Tie the two yarn tails together. Cut off the extra yarn tails. Tuck the extra yarn end inside the fabric. The tail is now sewn up. One mouse is now completed. Sew up the other mouse the same way.